How do you get so much done by yourself? I never stop chipping away at my skills and my outside thinking.
What your poet blocks looking at? Hmm? You bleeding wusses and wimps. Hold the thought while I try to get into mode to broadcast this here. Famo social media family. Regardless of how I could possibly feel somewhat, if not altogether, like some kind of a robot or zombie or maybe a clone for that matter. I'm a King Kong. Y'all just ought to be thankful that I'm broadcasting as of the present given moment in time, because I really don't in one sense, but in another, I kind of do want to air something out or whatever I was said. How sweet it is. Oh, Alice, you're the greatest. Well, let's get this intro going, regardless of how, give my language, pardon my French. The majority of most of you are some ungrateful bastards and bitches, or whatever races, whatever walks of life, factions of society, or lifestyle preferences, many of whom could possibly tune in to this present broadcasting line. That I'm either, you know, all I say, or how you say, how should I put it? I either am having a loss of words, or I'm having so many words, like, be like, you know, bombarding and blasting my mind. I yet to decide which ones or what words I will use and what I will begin to speak upon, or be it I will speak upon one subject matter, a couple, few, or topics of discussions to be debated for the different given arguments and with the many different views and opinions, the pros and cons thereof associated with and representing that being of the same of this one now. But anyway, let me get off into the intro first of all. Okay. All right, by saying hello, hey, hi, famo, social media family being whatsoever racist, but then not necessarily being whatever walks of life, factions of society, lifestyle preferences. I mean, you got to recognize and realize people's places and things. You know, been there, done that, don't want to do it again. Being at the wrong place at the wrong time in the wrong crowd can or could possibly have some or such rather serious consequences. You know how that is. As it would go without saying, as well as it would go double, triple be said. Okay. So I say to you all, being of whom are, in addition of the old, young, like both two sexual genders, males and females, representing not only the human species, but the global community. Within this post 911 era of our new millennium apocalyptic day and age, and where the doomsday clock is now at a couple few minutes to midnight, compared on to how formerly previous or prior to then was a quarter midnight for these rather biblically prophetic times. Well, so I say, we are speaking correct, proper, standard English grammar of the American dialect, or some such qualities and quantities or not. We are speaking the king's street slang, Then hopefully with that much less usage of explicit or fancy much rather than instead of with that much more cuss words to simply say. And therefore hopefully that much less with that the possibility or the possible potential chance to be sounding and seeming like the lesser two evils being of a prodigal son playing the part of the devil's advocate, where the worst of two evils is any one of those, false brethren, religious phonies, of the worst or the worst system, unbelievers and unbelievers being a deceivers who pretend to be believers in God as in Christians, aka Protestants. And therefore they themselves would be considered as being likewise as well all the same of the worst of the worstest across the devil worshippers, being of whom make up the majority of most churchgoers of whatsoever religious denominations, from the pools to the pulpits of members and visitors alike. Okay. Then how you all doing? Well, hopefully everyone is doing at least okay. Not bad yet to be said, to be feeling all right. Not best of all to be said, to be feeling blessed and stressed, more blessed and stressed, too blessed about to become or be stressed. You and yours, family and friends, hopefully me and mine, likewise. But then whatever I could speak upon, be able to speak upon some as such, or a couple few subject matters or topics of discussion to be debated. Then don't kill a message. I'm just here to deliver, All right. But then now that I got in the preliminaries out the way, being the basic intro as an introduction. And I'm broadcasting this while I'm more or less missing out on one of my favorite TV shows. It's called something about Life Below Zero. Where that's one of the TV shows I watch. I watch different cast sorts of types, and excluding movies. This one is one of them survivalist TV shows. For its program with the many different episodes, its own, sitcom series production. So y'all ought to be thankful, that I'm broadcasting while trying to listen in, not watch it. I was saying, but anyway, though, so let's get this here started. Jumping off, okay. Let's get it started. Yeah. Let's get it started. Yeah. And if some or such haven't paid a visit to this here broadcast as yet, then you missing out. Just as some, if not all of you, would be like wanting to check out the next presidential debate, and you should be in here checking out what I have to say. All the same, if not more. But then any of you that have become my subscribers, I give you a thumbs up. And any of you that is freeloading up in this camp in my chat room and have not yet subscribed, get the F and damn hell out of here. Don't come back. I don't cater to freeloaders, okay? Let me see now. What should I talk about first of all? Okay, I woke up this morning, but not necessarily with my mind stayed on our Lord and Savior Christ Messiah deliverer. More or less, I woke up, well, pretty early, I guess, though pretty late at that. But I went about my necessary business to get prepared for the day, regardless of whether I have a life at the moment. Well, obviously, I have some kind of life. I'm still 6 feet above ground and 6 feet below. Speaking on that last, though, well, we'll get to that shortly. But first of all, I went to one of these free eating spots of one of these here soup kitchens, moonlighting as a food pantry, and we were all given $25 gift cards. Somebody lied and said we could get 100 for that $100 gift card, but that was just a total lie. And I took care of some necessary business and so forth. I yet to that is get further updates on an elderly female person of a relative being one of the matriarchs of a maternal head for my own immediate personal family household, as I had discussed matters with the different staff personnel for the facilities where she at that's supposed to be taking care of basic needs and so forth, as well as any others, that are her fellow fellow residents for that of a facility of a nature in question. But anyway, though, as I'm coming back after taking care of some business, I stopped in this one neighborhood store, like right, and this one bitch ass hoe or security guard. This was like a black sister. This is for one of these, yeah, you know, business store affiliate outlets, one of these pharmaceutical chain, places of businesses. And whereas the employee in question happened to be just so happened to be a security guard, like right, and her ass got the bitching and so forth. Like I'm carrying some paper. Now I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about, well, I did have money, but I'm talking about some of the other paper. The kind that you read. And she confused the paper that I had, regardless of, whether it was of my own subscription for my place of residence where I'm at now for a building as location, or be it of a neighbor that could have tossed the paper. I just picked up, retrieved. I mean, one doesn't want it anymore. So I took the same paper with the same title to this one pharmaceutical business store for giving address location, and where they had the same paper in there. And I had it in my bag. I had it in my bag. My bad. I had it in my bag is what I mean. Said I pulled it out, looked at it, and put it back in. This damn stupid ass heifer. This Willie Lynch letter fulfilling nigga bitch. A Willie Lynch letter fulfilling nigga hoe of a security guard. She got to geeking and twicking, tripping, talking some effing BS. That your paper? Said, hell yeah, this my paper. I'm bringing back to her like that, but I'm thinking in more words or less. What are you saying? What are you trying to say? Shoplifters will be prosecuted. All this yes, she didn't exactly put it like that, but she's like infirm, like right. She said, where did you get this paper? I said, I brought this paper with me. All right. Check the damn cameras. Got dirt. No, I ain't gotta go there. Use God's name in vain. I'm gonna believe it. I'm feeling pissed from there. I'm saying, especially as I get to thinking, I'm pretty much so one of your elders. See all this here gray or white. Why are you gonna disrespect me like that? Well, because I don't look the part like one of the much more recognizable middle-aged persons or senior citizen persons. You gotta look a certain way for like she's saying. I mean, I'm looking bad. I since got my pad together as well as my laundry and every damn thing, and trying to get my life back in order, regardless of this damn global faggot pandemic. Throwing a monkey wrench in more than quite a few's lives. And at one time or another, I was up and coming to become a mover and a shaker, a pillar of society, my damn self. So I'm like, why is she disrespecting me like this here? And you see nobody take a damn paper? Get your damn ass checked, bitch. Oh, that's how I'm looking at it. Get your damn ass checked. Talk what the damn hell you know, not what the damn hell you think. All these damn cameras in here. I don't give a damn what you may have heard about me, but don't bring it to me like that. Like that. There, don't bring it to me that way. That's showing me great disrespect. You don't know me like that. I like to told her ass, but I had to eat humble pie and thinking that two wrongs don't make a right, and why add fuel to the fire, and with a lot of these toy cop security guards for these different places of businesses, just because they get a little authority, they want to, I'm saying they want to run over others. They want to, you know, what I'm saying. Well, that's not exactly what I meant to say for that lab, but I think you get the general idea of what I'm trying to say. They want to lord it over others. I'm like, bitch, you ain't nothing but a toy cop security guard. You better sit your ass down. You better get your ass somewhere. Get out my face. Talk what the damn hell you know, not what the damn hell you think. I like to told her in there. Only thing is to add insult to injury, after she falsely accused me of shoplifting, she called for backup. Before you know it, the real boys in blue show up on the premises properly. And I get to thinking this and that. My life is like flashing before my eyes. I mean, my eyes, you hear what I'm saying? In the land of the blind, one eyed man is king. I mean, I'm highly pissed from there. I like to tell her, bitch, you don't know me like that, you know. I got props out in the streets as well. I got props in the business and school world. Talk what the I'm like, talk what the fuck you know, not what the fuck you think, bitch. When you assume you make a fucking ass out of you and me. I'm like, talk what the fuck you know, not what the fuck you think. Cause this bitch is now getting me highly pissed, you know. Get me to think about some effing dickhead prick, neighbor from hell faggot of a public nuisance problem neighbor always gotta attempt to sweat me day and night with this effing stupid and crazy effing BS, you know. Making like bam bam rebels. I'll be wondering whether or not he creeps as much as he or does he creep that much more than how he be making all that damn racket of extreme necessity noise? It's a different source or type for whatever the race this cocksucker is or male. And that's what this one Tory cop security guard reminded me of, like where this bitch is mouthing off some meaningless effing BS and don't even know what the damn hell she talking about. And I'm getting highly pissed, you know. And all the same, I'm like thinking, well, I know one damn thing. You better not put your damn nigger monkey paws on me, because if I so much as break a nail up on all this here confusion, like she want to make me become subject to experiencing even more of a double standard racial profiling, like say, you know, false arrest, you know. But anyway, I'm telling her point blank while I'm at the register, getting my stuff, you know, rung up, you know, my item products, different sorts. And I told her, I was telling her all the same while I'm doing so. I brought this paper in here with me. I don't know what I'm thinking in more words. I didn't bring it back to her exactly like that, but I'm like thinking in my head. I put it in more words or less to convey a line of thought, you know, similar to what I would have really wanted to say. You know, something like, you know, talk what the damn hell you know, bitch. I brought this damn paper in here with me. So quit talking all this yada 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 woo woo woo. You talking out the side of your damn neck. The damn hell's wrong with you? You think that every black person that come into a damn store is a shoplifter? Is that what you saying? A pickpocket or a purse snatcher or whatever else for that matter? Get the out of here with all that damn. You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm feeling. You know, at that given moment in time, I'm like, well, I'll be damned. Though she looking kind of like decent, you know. But after that, I'm like, I got no love for you. You have falsely accused me of shoplifting. I don't give a damn if you look like a black Barbie doll. No, I got no love for you now. You know, I'm thinking, you know, you ain't scoring any points with me if I want to decide whether or not to hook up with you and give you a chance to become maybe one of some or such others become my next and new, you know, bedside companion, so I can introduce to you some of my bedside manner in a physically intimate, sensual, and or sexual way. I got no love for you now. You just have falsely accused me of shoplifting. And I get to thinking about all the many different scenarios that could have gone down, like so, you know, if somebody didn't, you know, exercise or develop a cooler head. I get to thinking if I had to raise my voice at her and get the cussing and swearing like a drunken sailor on shore leave, then things would have got out of pocket. Because, like I said, she had called for backup. She dialed emergency number for the real boys in blue. They showed up on the premises of property just that quick. Damn, funny thing is, when you need the damn police to squash the situation, otherwise that would be equally needing, you know, attention. Where are they? Like I called the other day about this neighbor from hell, dickhead prick, carrying on like a bitch ass son of a bitch. And the police was nowhere to be found. And as he carried on, got to acting like such a stupid, sick ass, like the psychopath, sociopath, sadomasochist, sadist that he is, or Cali bully or Ted wannabe. That's why I said, effort. They ain't coming. If they haven't come in all this time, they ain't coming. Yeah. But anyway, getting back to some of such other. So she's falsely accusing me of shoplifting. And I'm feeling pissed from there. I'm like thinking, wow, if I was a gangbanger and you attempt to put your damn hands on me, is a matter of self defense or not, you sure enough get bitch slapped that much more, you know. But I'm like, I ain't going there. Anybody put a damn hand on me, that's supposed to be like, representing the better half of society. You better have a good damn reason. Otherwise, if I survive the physical altercation, somebody gonna be bleeding money through the nose. Bleeding money through the nose. I'm gonna give you an ass whipping otherwise in a court of law before a judge, jury, and prosecutor. Prosecute your ass to the fullest extent of the law and get me my bank. I'm like thinking, old school here. You hear what I'm saying? Somebody gonna be bleeding money through the nose, bleeding money out their mouth. They're talking yin yang and self-incriminating your damn self once the tape of the cameras of the electronic surveillance equipment were to verify, confirm that ain't nothing went down the way she got to assuming things. You hear what I'm saying? Calling me all out my name, talking out the side of her neck, talking all this yin yang, woo, yada yada yada, woo woo woo. I'm supposed to have stole a paper. I'm supposed to have shoplift a paper in the store, from the store. Like, bitch, be for real. I'm like, what the damn hell you been drinking or smoking? For that matter, possibly worse yet, I don't know. You'd be surprised how many people or person you would think that is not geeking and tweaking off some, like from the bottle to the pipe. It'll be some of the very ones that is drinking and using. I'm like, oh, it's like that. I was trying to give her the benefit of the doubt. Maybe she was joking with me, but then she kind of gave off signs before any damn way. Cause about a few times before she finally approached me, she was like acting like she like following me around in the store. Pharmaceutical store in question. Pharmaceutical business store in question, being of a Walgreens, being of a business competitor to CVS or any others like it, And then when I approached the cash register attendant, well, it's bad enough for the cash register attendant to get to acting funny because after I paid my stuff and I'm like lollygagging with this bitch asshole of a security guard that had falsely accused me of shoplifting. I'm leaving the store, and this bitch of a clerk attendant at the cash register, she didn't give me my item product that I paid for. So I had to go back in there, only after having discussed matters with a manager about the security guard's conduct or behavior. Then the security guard, he's coming, and approaching, and what's up? I didn't explain to you what I did. I'm just trying to get my stuff, that I paid for. Oh, I see. Like I'm going back in there so I could confront the security guard that just falsely accused me of. But I did much more. Like how you say, that I did one better than that. You know what I mean? Whereas I tried to call the damn number for the Walgreens, they keep playing these damn games. Their customer service system is set up like that, like it is with all stores of different varieties. I mean, different sorts of types of different varieties. Well, you know what I mean? Say, variety for different items. Okay, you know. So I'm being put through some of such changes, being sent on a wild goose chase to, state my grievance or put in complaints until finally, you know, something clicked. Put one and one together. Yeah, do the chat. Do the chat. They have a chat room for a different place of business. Explain what the dealio is in the chat room with one of the persons on call to take customer complaints, and that's what I did. I even so much as got in touch with a news agency. You know, they have yet to make contact with me. I guess they figured, well, and your name is not familiar. You don't seem like you somebody that's I mean, it sounds rather vague. We don't know you. You're not far as we know, then it can be said you're not well to do or rich, you're not a mover or a shaker. So we'll get back with you whenever we feel like it. Or you may not even be a legit person so far as one of your average Joe that's out here as a working stiff or you know, a college or university student trying to make ends meet as well, trying to rob Peter to pay Paul, trying to stretch $1 from one month to the next. So I'm like totally ignored as a pregnant mom talking about this one news agency I called. I was contemplating calling some more, but I said, no, I ain't gonna sweat it. I ain't gonna worry about it. Leave it at that. But just as long as I get to discussing matters in regard to the Walgreens chat room, because I felt highly pissed from there, This one security guard, her ass made me feel like a choir boy having been abused by, what you call your local Centier neighborhood community Catholic priest for a parish in an intimate, sensual, sexual way. Yeah, I felt like that from there. And whereas before then, I was feeling pretty smooth before this bitch or hoe want to come off like so and get me to reflect upon a neighbor from hell faggot attempting to sweat me. And so when I got to discussing matters in the chat for the Walgreens chain of pharmaceutical business stores, I kind of lost it. At one minute, I was trying to get into the mood to explain myself like a gentleman and a scholar, but then from there, after a while, I got to mouthing off like a drunken sailor on shore leave because I'm still pissed and thinking about what could have possibly happened. What could have possibly happened to me? What could have possibly happened? What could have happened to me is what I mean to say. As I reflect on the many different case scenarios, and as I get to reflecting upon the many different urban legend horror stories of the news, about foul, funky, dirty cops popping brothers in the back with 6 shooters. And I'm like, I ain't trying to go that route. I ain't trying to become one of those statistics, So I'm like thinking about this one security guard from there, but woman, black sister. Like you ain't scoring any points for me now. Now I'm behind this shit. I see you, don't see you. If we were the only two persons representing both of the different opposite sexes that were to have to procreate to keep the human civilization going, then I swear the human race would end right then and there. In the event that we were the only two survivors after a nuclear holocaust, then that's it. The whole human race for our own species is a done deal. Dead. Because I get to reflecting upon how this bitch or hoe sweated me in a Walgreens atmosphere talking smack. I don't give a damn if she do look half decent. I'm like, hell no. Where she could be like saying from there, we're the only two human survivors on the planet after the Americans with their allies and the Germans and Russians and Chinese with their allies had fought against us Americans, etc. We're the only two survivors that we know of humans that are on the planet Earth, and what we got to do. to jumpstart the human race to keep our species going, you know, and regardless whether or not there are any other species that are still alive. But so far as I'm seeing, we're the only two humans that are still alive after the nuclear holocaust, representing both the two sexes. You know what we have to do to keep it going? I said, well, I'm like saying, I'll be like saying, well, the human race is dead. I wouldn't stick my dick in your pussy even if it meant that I could possibly contemplate becoming a rapist of your ass, bitch. As how you sweat me in a local vicinity neighborhood community, walgreens. I wouldn't think to get pussy from you, even if it would have come down to sexual assault or rape. Cause I don't like what the damn hell you did. Sweat me like that. Got all these different case scenarios popping up in my head of all these different dead black persons who has suffered a double standard of racial profiling. Comes from some lousy dickhead prick, racist, redneck, faggoty ass white boy, dirty cops. You know, cause I'm like, oh, so we have to keep the human race going between me and you. I'm like, fuck the human race. The human race is fucked. You know, the human race ends right here between me and you. Keep your damn distance. Go on elsewhere. Where the bitch or hoe be like saying, nigga, you is crazy. Don't you want the human race to start anew? Didn't you hear what I said? We are the only two humans, so far as I see, left alive upon the planet Earth in this world after nuclear holocaust. So we have to, engage in foreplay and sexual intercourse to get the human race to going again, to jump start it. I say, well, bitch, the human race will just have to die. Okay? If anything, if I had to choose between doing that or doing some such other, then I would sooner have you tied to a damn tree and stick my dick in you, but pull it out before I would a nut and be like just doing that to your ass on a daily and nightly basis. Have your ass tied to a tree, and that is, and give you food and drink, on a daily and nightly basis. From time to time, untie you, but have a damn whip in my hand and say, bitch, if you so much as make like you gonna attempt to do some or such other, then I'll be knocking her ass out for the count altogether. Bitch, you think you're gonna attempt to lord it all over me like you're gonna attempt to, or like you're gonna attempt to make like you gonna have your equal say? I don't like what the damn hell you did. She'll become a pet slave. But so far as helping her to continue to procreate the human race for our own species, it's a done deal. Like I said, we were the only two persons left alive on the planet Earth after a nuclear holocaust. Then, que sera, the human race for our own species is a done deal. It's history. I know she could be like saying from there, but wouldn't that be kind of homoish or faggoty? You really gonna think like that in times like these here, where we have to get our freak on between ourselves to get the human race going once again? I'm like, bitch, you heard what I said. Okay. I'd rather try to tranquilize a lion or a tiger than have sex with it, than have sex with your ass. After you have embarrassed and humiliated me within a local vicinity area neighborhood community, Walgreens, CVS. I mean, Walgreens is like CVS, but I mean to say. I mean, I felt hurt. I got some great resentment behind that. You know what I'm saying, y'all? Some great resentment. I'm like, I'm already pissed enough that this here global faggot pandemic is throwing a monkey wrench in my program, whereas I can't go back to work as soon as I would like to, and neither can I go back to school as soon as I would like to. I'm feeling more or less like a robot or a zombie, just going through the motions of living. You know, I think I told y'all how the other day I got this name and number of this one Slim. Some sweet looking thing of the Asian persuasion of a geisha gal woman. But this bitch a whole want to play games, And whereas finally I just blocked her ass. Because I'm like, I ain't talking for my damn health. You know, I mean, that defeats the reason or purpose for me getting your name and number. If you want to play games, you know, regardless of how the social environment will go, I want to get me something out of it, even if just give me a shot of pussy, a piece of pussy. How much more if it could be of a social environment of a much more meaningful relationship. But this bitch want to play a game. I'm like, I ain't talking for my damn health. I ain't talking for my damn health. I mean, then as I'm going to this one, getting back to some and such other, and I'm already feeling pissed behind that. I'm going to this here one pharmaceutical business store for give my address location. Then come and think of it, I remember seeing some Asian bitches or hoes in there, and I want them act like one is attempting to collab with my person. Saying, "Oh, well, you're in line." I'm like, "Go ahead, go on by." All the same, I'm thinking, "Get the fuck out of my face." Get the f out of my face as I'm thinking about the one geisha gal woman that had already, made my damn own damn right, only for this black sister to be like geeking and tweaking. But this like after I went there after to see what she gonna do. She didn't have shit to say from there. The same nigga bitch hoe. She didn't have a damn thing to say. She had nothing to say. Cause she was in the wrong. She probably didn't say anything because she could have probably checked the electronic video camera equipment, to see what's up, and then see from there once she would have rolled the tape that nothing happened as she so assumed, and so she feel low. Ain't that a bitch? You hear what I'm saying? Something like, what the? I ain't come to this here damn business store only to get sweated by this nigga bitch hoe, thinking some of such the worst or worstest of me, like I'm one of the scums of the earth. I'm like, well, I be damn. So I went in there hours later to shop. She didn't have a damn thing to say. But she knows she was at fault. She felt low. Yeah, right. I'm like, ain't this about a, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So this happened to me today. This happened to me today, where I was feeling enough like a robot or zombie, where she made me feel even more in the funk behind that bogus move of hers. The devil is a liar. But then, y'all, I guess that's pretty much all I have to say tomorrow. I don't know if I want to talk about anything else. We feeling like I am as the president. But then, as I would usually give the intro, I would likewise speak upon something, regardless whether I would speak upon one thing or another, or or a couple, few things, or just one certain matter. Then, last but not least, I would give the closing. And you know how I roll. And by saying, even if I have to force myself to say it won't come naturally for me to do so. And regardless of whether or not I would have watched some porn after this here, you know. Regardless of how my dick or prick or penis feel dead as a doorknob. After just another neighbor from hell faggot has killed my mojo for the longest. I think I moved to this one spot where I'm at just to be by with another neighbor from hell faggot. Crazy, crackpot, crank, and creeper the likes of his kind at my new place of residence. After I moved from the old one, had to be bothered with the same old FMBS. Come from still another neighbor from hell, Cali Bully Tales, one of the dickhead prick dinosaur turd like him. But anyway, though, as I would give the close, as I would give the intro, what I mean say, and speak upon some subject matter, be it one or a couple, few, or four more for them, then I would give the closing what I meant to say. And that is by saying, I have to force myself to say it. Don't come naturally for me. Say just that. And that is, if you haven't gotten Christ as your own personal Lord and Savior, I would hope that you would think to do so now. While the blood is still running warm in your veins by recognizing or realizing what he himself had done or did upon the cross of Calvary on the hill of Golgotha. Suffering at the hands of some such Roman soldiers upon the orders of their religious superiors, being a Pharisees and Sadducees, but then nevertheless, whereas he himself had given his life upon the cross of Calvary to become the perfect sacrifice, the only sacrifice for you as well as for me. So it's been about being of whatsoever races and whatever walk of life, fashion, and society, lifestyle preferences, being of old, young, alike, both two sexes, the males and females, representing not only the human species but the global community within this post 911 era of our new millennium apocalyptic day and age where the doomsday clock is now at a couple few minutes to midnight compared on how phone previous were prior to then was a quarter midnight for these rather biblical at the time. Word to profess some such faith in him, and there will become and be blessed in one regard or another, in more ways than one. First and foremost, with this salvation being which is the only means by which any of us can or could possibly hope to get into the kingdom of heaven, be among other saints of the fellowship of like-minded believers in the presence of God and his angels. And second of all, where we will be blessed while we're still down here upon the planet in this world, where we don't have to worry about our final destination becoming of some or such other, to be established or to be condemned with the rest of the unsaved unbelievers and non-believers who have rejected so great a salvation and end up in the lake of fire down hell to be tortured and terrorized by the devil and his demons for all eternity. Then because the blood sacrifice of our Lord and Savior, the Christ and Messiah delivered, would have secured our immortal human souls for the hereafter. Then because we would have professed faith in him while we're still here. Because that's what you have to do. You have to accept him as your personal Lord and say while you're still in the land of living in this world, upon this planet Earth. Otherwise, you have nothing coming so far as the afterlife is concerned in due regard to blessings. You all take care and be blessed.